Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, dear movie makers. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you could edit the big interview format for the YouTube. Guys, this is a very popular format, and tons of videos, tons of interviews are publishing on the YouTube every minute. And guys, I'm gonna show you, especially for newcomers, how you could edit interviews step by step to get the smooth and the cinematic result, guys. So stick around, guys, and first of all, before we start, I'm gonna remind that I got my own video production service when we, with my team, creating videos, shooting videos, and even creating websites and computer games, guys. So if you got some issues connected with that, just visit the link in the description below and we will help you. For the special price, you could estimate our portfolio and our team members. And guys, don't forget to subscribe and like this video because it's super useful for newcomers, guys. And let's get started. So guys, you are here at this window, and first step, what you need to do for every big project, you need to download and install all necessary files, guys, for work. So for this, there will be the link from a customer, and you just install these files. So as you see, for the interview, there are a couple of you know, big files like 10 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes, 9 gigabytes. So you see, it's a kind of weighty folder, more than 100 gigabytes here. So you need to understand that if you are editing interviews, you must deal with large files, so you must have enough disk space. So, and here is my organizational setup. So I got 6 folders, just 6 folders. So this folder is for proxy. In case I have laggy editing, I am creating proxies and store all of them in this folder. So then I have a folder with footages. All footages are here, and every footage is numerated. So here is, for example, footage for guests. So I numerated it from the beginning to the end. As the same about host. Numeration and naming is very important, guys, especially when you start working. Make sure you numerated every file, so before you need to open it up and watch it and numerate it accordingly. So, and also video editing for advertisement. So we got advertisement, embedded integration, and also I numerated it, and I must edit it separately. So guys, next we have the same with audio. Here I got not only audio of guests, audio of hosts, right? I also got some typical music integration. Also I got some you know, sounds for roll-ups, for different mid-rolls, for intros. So all the sounds are here. Then I got folder with elements. So in this folder I got multimedia files, usually PNG, JPEG pictures, which needed to be pasted inside of a video. And then I got folder number 4 is graphics. So in this folder I got necessary VFX, for example, like banner, like this VFX, you know. This is typical VFX, yeah, what we use, and we usually paste them throughout green screen with some graphics. We use Fusion. And last folder is folder for exports, guys. Here is all exports from my previous project, what I have showed you in the beginning. Also I got drafts. Draft, it's like a file what you need to set up before release. So it's a file just for viewing and making correction, and then making another draft for my customer. So draft is must have the size much smaller than release. So look at this, I got draft only 1.5 GB. This draft is the same, but look at the release file right now. The release file is much larger. It's larger, like 10 times larger. So this is necessary stuff because draft is rendered just 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Alright guys, after setting up our file environment, we jumped directly into DaVinci Resolve Studio and then we start editing. So first of all, let's press Shift 1. Shift 1, this is it will open all available projects which you have ever edited in this environment, and in this stuff I highly recommend you enable the option which is called dynamic project switching. In case you wanna switch between projects rapidly, so let me show you how it works. For example, I get to my X project, which I edited before, and I wanna jump from this project to my actual project, which is called ULISHKU. It's opened in the memory, and I just need to click in the project for this checkbox and get directly to my project. So here's the project settings. You should press Shift 9. Shift 9 will open this pop-up window with project settings specifically for this project. So what you should care about? First of all, you should pick up resolution. If you are getting shorts, you should pick up vertical resolution, and this timeline will be automatically resized specifically for reels, shorts, and content like this. But we will be, you know, editing full-scale video, so we should pick up on these settings. After that, you leave everything without changes, because CinemaScope, this is I think rectangle pixel for cinematic projects, which is not definitely the interview, because it will not be shown on the big cinematic screen, you know. So square format is for YouTube, square pixel. After that, you watch your footage, and in the metadata, even in the windows, you can watch properties, and you see 25 frames per second, 4K, and you could adjust this stuff accordingly. Also, you can watch the, you know, our audio sample rate. It's 48,000 kilobytes. So, and you adjust these settings according to the initial file metadata. So it's gonna be 25 files per second, frames per second. After that, you leave everything like this. So this is just for video monitoring. It's like output which you will be seeing in your working environment. So I prefer leaving it a little bit lower than original footages, so it's gonna be Full HD. These kind of footages, SDI configuration, leave by default. So video bit depth, I put 8-bit pixels, because if you got regular laptop, regular computer, so 8-bit, it's your choice. And I think we could choose basic or bilinear monitor scaling. It depends on, it's just algorithm of you know, video conversion, so you could choose whatever algorithm you want. It doesn't actually affect your footage strongly, so bilinear it's also alright. So, and then you could set up your optimized media and proxies. So I usually choose proxies lower quality, you know, like quarter, because we have, especially when you have 4K, choose quarter. And format by default is absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay, no need to change something here. Also, working folders will be created by default, also no need to change them. You could just watch them here. So this my folder is empty because I will not use proxy in this project. I will configure my playback manually during my editing. It's necessary for me because I have kinda powerful resources. And also this is frame interpolation. It's necessary if you got low quality hardware, you know. If you got low quality hardware, you could choose you know, nearest and standard faster. This is like the minimum configuration. I choose a little bit better because my hardware is kinda okay, you know. Then image scaling, everything is left by default, no need to change here. something. If you are editing video collage or photo collage, yes, you need to change this setting, probably to center crop or something else, and sharper algorithm you can also change to, I think, smoother, for example. Then color management. Color management is kind of important here. If you want fine color grading, you need to set up DaVinci Color Managed. It basically tells the system that I don't want you, DaVinci Resolve, to control my color correction. I will do it on my own. And you could pick up SDR or HDR. As soon as our footages are not shot in HDR, I leave SDR. But if you know that your footages has been shot in HDR, you choose color managed, you leave HDR, and you choose your color gamma, which usually Rec 79. It's fine, kinda okay. So also there are different additional LUTs which I don't have, so I leave it alone. And also I will pick up general options. In the general options, what you need to do, it's you need to set up actually probably conform partial clips with black gaps. It will pause your clips whenever you get some some errors during the playback, so it will show you that your clips are not okay, so I recommend you turn it on. And also I recommend you turn on luminance mixture default to 0. It will adjust all your color grading options to defaults. It's especially necessary if you import your project from older version. This setting will help you to correctly recognize your footage, especially if it's already color graded. And also you could pick up use timeline bins. It's necessary stuff, but it's available only before editing. So please pay attention to set up project before editing, because after editing some items will be unavailable to check, so pay attention to this. And then camera raw, it's not for us. Capture and playback is also not for us. Subtitles, it's also not for us because I don't need subtitles directly. And Fairlight will be setting up audio sample according to the metadata of our footage. And also here I adjust only target loudness. Target loudness, it's the loudness which will be displayed in our mixture as a normal zone, which gonna be yellow zone. It's normal, and it's usually standard for YouTube. 14 laughs, it's a standard for YouTube. 16 minus 16 laughs, it's a standard for podcasts. So I choose this parameter, and also bass meters, which will be showing me how high I'm located from my normal loudness. So, and after that you could save it up. First of all, when you put all the files into your video editing folder inside the DaVinci Resolve, in my case I have already created special files for sound in a separate folder and for videos in a separate folder. And also please pay attention how I actually edited these files, guys. This is very important. I changed the metadata of the files, and you could change metadata in the according window here if you click on the metadata icon. And here, guys, what I have done, I chose the clip color. I specified the angle which will be necessary for our synchronization. Also I chose the camera number 2 and also numerated the clip. Additionally, mark the keywords which will be necessary for one small turnover, which I'm gonna show you a little bit later. So, and you could do this with files of guests, and then do the same with files of hosts. So exception for that, it's I change it clip color for the pink and numerated angle as a host, and also camera number 1. So this it, guys, and now you need to synchronize your sound with video. How you could do it? It's a dead easy procedure in DaVinci Resolve because you got auto synchronization. So first of all, I got these 2 folders. Now I need to display my smart bin. In the smart bin I got my keywords, which I actually got here, you know, and I proceed to my keywords, and now I got both sound and video. So it's all actually displaying my folders window structure in the Windows Explorer. So now I just get this all selected, and now I click to the item auto sync audio, guys, auto sync audio, and now all you need to do is just follow this algorithm. So if you don't have embedded time codes while recording, which I don't have, I choose waveform. So program will analyze our waveform. If you get mono channel, you choose 1 number of tracks, but if you got variety of channels, you could choose automatic, and it will be done automatically, especially useful for stereo and different other formats. And then I choose retain embedded audio and embedded metadata, which can be helpful. We don't need to change everything in our settings. So, and now we click, and it start analyzing our clips, and after that you will find out the result. The synchronization is over. You will get probably some messages if the synchronization will be unsuccessful, but in my case it's kinda successful. You could even check the synchronization just creating a new timeline. So let's test it out with a new timeline and create this. So as you see, we got couple of multiple of you know, audio files. Some of them we will delete, some of them we will leave. So now after we sorted out all necessary files, we need to you know, match our speaker with our guest. So how we could do it? For this stuff we need to create a multicam sequence clip. There are 2 methods how you could do it. First method is hidden in our cut room, and there is a button, sync clips. You could click on this button and then sync your clips. This is the first method, which I will be using because it's much more precise, as from my experience, than the second method. The second method you could use just straight from the file explorer. You just set all clips, and then you create a new multicam using selected clips. So it's a little bit easier interface. Here, for example, you could establish your time code, establish even the frame rate, establish the method of the synchronization, which for us will be the sound, because we don't have a time code. We didn't establish any markers for our clips. We just get the sound which we synchronized before, and also you establish automatic stuff, and then you choose stuff from metadata. You see the angle. So you could choose angle or camera, number of cameras. So, and you can detect clips from the same camera. So this is actually the second method, but I highly recommend you choosing the method which is hidden in the cut room. So for me it's much more precise. So I choose this method, and here I also synchronize by sound, and here I have already got all the clips. I don't need to select everything. I already got first camera, second camera, and I can even move them. I can even, you know, do some transformations with them, which I don't need. I just, you know, selected all of them, and now I can synchronize my clips according to the color, and I just press the button auto synchronization and it will work instead of many different files. So here is our synchronization, guys, and we could save it up. And now we could even notice the files which has been synchronized. Not all the files is synchronized yet. So this is a problem, and in this case you need to synchronize manually with your hands. It happens, so don't worry guys, it's normal rite of passage. And now at least now you get all these synchronized files. You see, we get camera 1, you can get camera 2, and actually that's how it's working, you know. If you want to edit this multi-camera, you could do it this way. So let's follow the edit tab, and now you hit synchronization of media. So you could press it on the timeline and actually do, you know, the editing here. You could do the editing here, like you could cut it up, or cut it and actually make it shorter, you know, make it shorter. Yeah, you could do it. It's not a big deal, but actually I prefer to do this stuff manually. So I open this in timeline where I see my synchronization. I just, you know, copy it up and paste it into my new timeline. So, and here I start editing. So this is the necessary steps which has been done before editing, but there is one more step, number 3 before editing. It is a color correction. You have not edited yet, and it's much easier to color grade all these big footages which are not separated yet, then edit something like this, guys. So believe me, it's much easier to edit in the beginning than when you got this sausage of footages, so it's actually not comfortable at all. I'm gonna record another video for color corrector tutorial. What if you got raw media? What if you got different formats? What if you got some problematic footage? I will cover all this in my new video. Okay, I have done everything. I have prepared everything. All my footages are blooming, and I need now to edit. So usually when you got interview, you will get technical prescription, guys. Here is a technical prescription, like what kind of footages I must delete, what kind of footage I must proceed with. So it's all has been written in technical prescription, specific timings. So actually many people who started editing interview from the beginning. What I mean, they took first, you know, first cadre like this, 2 minutes or 1 minute 49 seconds, you know. They start this file, took it and cut it up, and they start again. They start moving forward according to technical prescription, and moving down below up to the last timing code. But guys, this is the biggest mistake, because when you do this, you are destroying your time codes below. When you edited first time code, you are destroying time codes below, because these time codes are not following the initial video timeline, you know. And I am doing reverse editing. Reverse editing is when you started from the end. You are starting editing from the end, guys, and this is very necessary step. Now you are editing the very end of your footage. You are sliding down below, and you started editing the last timestamp, like this 1 hour 59 minutes. Probably cut it off. Yeah, and in this case you will not disorder all other time codes which are located now on the top. you will not expose these time codes. You will expose only the last time code, and when you are ready, you go up, up again, and so on until it's all done. So as soon as you have done it, you will get this stuff. And you know what is necessary? You know what is necessary? If you get two footages of the same guy, for example here, the cut must be unnoticeable. For this reason you need to create, for example, in this case I have created the split screen, you know, split screen, and it's unnoticeable for the viewer that there was a cut here. So second rule for video editing any interview, you need create unnoticeable cuts. You know, I am creating split screen in this case, and after split screen, so I just continue my typical footage with the same you know, with the same parameter. So this is how it's working, you know. The same about for example footage of my host, you know, I see host, then a second of guest, and host again. So I don't put my guest, because in this case I will get something like this, you see? This is uncomfortable, this is a cut. So yeah, in this case I got the multi-timeline schema. What I mean, actually I got a couple of timelines. This is a main timeline, guys. Also I got the timeline, special timeline for the teaser. Let's take a look, guys. Yeah, here's the timeline for the teaser. You know, this is a teaser. I am editing this the teaser separately. You know, I'm adding some effects, some music, you know, and then I paste my teaser into the video. Just, you know, timeline. I'm pasting timeline to timeline. So like this, you see this timeline in your files as a regular file. You just drag it on and paste it up. So now you got timeline inside another timeline, you know. That's how it's working. So now I'm gonna show you how to prepare the correct sound design. So for interview, both for interview and podcast, sound is a key. Especially for podcast, sound is a key. But for interview, it also must be set up properly in different. So I will show you different stages. First stage, I have already prepared marker. It called it normalization, guys. Normalization. This is a process of adjusting the sound wave. So, and normalized sound wave, it's when it's not going beyond the limitation of our you know, of our clip. So this wave is already unnormalized. Automatic normalization is not perfect. So here is normalization. You already get your target loudness, you already get your true peak, and you just press button or so. But also, guys, you got another way. You could analyze the loudness and then normalize the whole clip. So for this stuff, I gonna disable my sound effect bar. I'm gonna disable my host bar, and I will be working, for example, with the guest whole sound bar. So you could go to timeline section, and here we need to choose bounce mix to track. Bounce mix to track. So we will create a copy of a specific track into the new bus. So, and here we choose new track, and we will choose all bus. That's why we actually disabled all tracks which we don't need to affect. I will get only one active bar. So, and you could do it. It will create analyzation. It takes some time. So guys, here is our copy of the bus, And on these bars, guys, we can get the analyzation, and remember which kind of parameter we need to set up. And guys, remember which our target. So we see that true peak is too high, it's way too high, it needs to be reduced I think 3 times lower, and integrated loudness also must be I think inclined. It must be inclined. So we can now delete this stuff, it's not needed. We can delete also empty tracks. So, and now let's take a look, guys. Second step which I wanna show you, this is it called, guys, peak reduction. It will help us to normalize our stuff, because you know this peak, guys, they are very bad for us because they create an unnormalized clip. So for normalization the peak, what I'm doing, guys, the method is not so difficult, so but it takes too much time to analyze all timeline, you know, that's why I'm showing you just one time. You see this line, it actually regulates our target loudness of the clip. So press the line Alt to this line, it will create the keyframe for the sound, and also we need to press other keyframes in the left and on the right side for our central keyframe. So I press on the left and press on the right, and now we can reduce this central stuff like that. So you see, guys, how perfectly it's working. Alright, but what I really need to create, I need to create first of all the dynamics. So for this we need to choose some line, for example this, and we need to create some you know, limit, some range for it's for our own usability. So, and we could loop it up. In the playback we should choose loop. Where is our loop? Here's loop. Loop or unloop.
У випадку з гуртом антитіла. Їх вивели на резерв зараз. Тобто він теж, скажімо, служить, але служить.
And here you could enable the you know, limiter. Here's what we need. We need a limiter here, and limiter is limits our high peaks. These peaks will be reduced automatically. It's not perfect reduction, but this reduction is necessary if you got unstable audio. So first of all you could analyze the true loudness, it's 24, but we need to set up our loudness according to our perfect loudness. Our perfect loudness, I remind you, -14. So we set up this stuff to -14. Also you could set up some attack. It will actually create aggressiveness, like how aggressively this peak will be reduced. So I think it must be something like maybe something in the middle. I think something like 30% of aggressiveness will be. We don't need hold because our audio is kinda stable, and release is just additional parameter, so we could adjust it like the same to attack. So, and now we got our normalization.
В плані того, що вони турами великими, благодійними такими.
And also our second step, of course, my favorite, it's equalization. Equalization is so nice because it makes your sound so smooth, it makes you like studio quality, so don't ignore equalizer. Equalizer is might seem difficult, but it's not the same way. So first of all you could pick up the equalizer type. So you could leave equalizer type by default fire, it's the most versatile. But if you got a specific surrounding for your shooting location, maybe if this location is like studio or some kind of specific area which is unnecessary, which is not default, so you could choose Earth. So you see we get a reduction of our both high latency and both low latency and high latency will not be so adjustable, so we leave it as fire. And now we need to listen up carefully. So we need to enable all our bands. Maybe we don't need too much frequency band because we don't have too much frequency, and now we need to listen up.
Тобто він теж, скажімо, служить, але служить в...
So we need to actually get this bass up, like this. So our bass must be in the high position, even like this, you know. Probably I will set up this bass like 116, yes, it's gonna be our bass position. So and...
В плані того, що вони турами великими, благодійними, такими...
You see how it's working. It's not so noticeable, but in the end, believe me, you will feel difference. So and then started from second up to fourth keyframes on the equalizer, we will reduce the noise of our the most popular medium latency. We will reduce the noise, make our sound cleaner. So let me show you what I mean. So for example, second, we need to first of all pick up this circle schema, and now we need to listen up carefully. As soon as we got this noise, we will hear the noise if we are actually going up our gain to the highest level. So let me show you how it works.
Це стратегічно вибудовані події, які вони створюють. Вони їздять по світу, вони збирають дуже багато коштів для гур, і це необхідність теж дуже велика, і це дуже, як я вважаю, це...
So you hear this uncleanness of the sound, it's too chubby, and we need to reduce this sound, so let's disable parameter number 3, and second parameter, okay, let's choose 200, my favorite is 256, and we need to reduce the gain maximally, I think to something like, probably something like 7, because it's not too hard, I think restrictions of the sound, and Q factor, it just affects our latency, you know, in a more convenient way. So we need to probably make it a little bit, I think in something in the middle, like 5. Let's go next.
Багато впливовіший такий вид, служіння, мінімум летацької згуртування тіла. Їх вивели на резерв зараз, тобто він теж, скажімо, служить в...
Do you hear the uncleanness of the sound? So it's now sounds like some piece of shit set truly, and we need to reduce this position. Now it's in the middle, so let's set up its my favorite parameters, 512. I like 512, and now reduce this also to minus, I think minus 8 or so, maybe to minus 9, and Q factor must be probably less, like 3. And now let's go ahead, closer to the high frequency.
В плані того, що вони турами великими, благодійними, такими, не благодійними, це стратегічно вибудовані події, які вони створюють. Вони їздять по світу, вони збирають дуже багато коштів для гур і...
So did you hear this sound also looks like unclean? Let's leave it, okay, 1000, it looks perfect, and here we don't need to gain this down too much because we don't have much restrictions. The most unclean positions will be in the middle, so this will be like minus 4, -5, -5, let's set it -5. Q factor, make it I think narrow. This time make it narrower, like this. Yeah, guys, that's fine. And now we need to add a source. So this source, I mean, we need to make the sound, you know, like fresh and blooming, and this last parameter will make it for sure. So let's listen up. For this we need to establish the high frequency, and we need to gain it up a little bit. So let's gain it up probably to the +3. I think it will be enough, just a little bit, because we need a natural gain, not some artificial noise. So now let's listen up.
Мы кенты с ней в Инстаграме, поэтому а почему нет? Мы кенты с ней в Инстаграме, поэтому а почему нет?
So it's a little bit lagging. In this case, I'm doing I'm lowering my timeline resolution playback to quarter, because I got 4K footages. It's working for me, it's working, you know. Now I have a smoother playback. In case you got you know, not powerful hardware, you could create proxy. Get this and actually generate optimized media, but it's a long way, a long and convenient way. But actually you could create proxy, you could render in place, and it's also a good idea, you know, if in case you got terrible lags, and you will work with proxies. After you video edited all these files, you just go to render, you render all these files. You shouldn't render these files at the best quality. For example, I'm rendering 4K quality, and in this case I'm reducing quality to HD, and I'm reducing to medium or even low quality. And in this case my video, in case I'm you know, rendering in 4K, look at this, it was rendering almost 2 hours in the maximum quality. So in the presets like this, you know, if we disable all this stuff, we could even enable flat pass, which disables our color correction and even some fusion effects. It will render, I think, 3 times less. I uploaded this draft to YouTube, to my customer, and shared the link. So that's it, guys. You got different effects, but it's already the magic of editing. It's all magic of editing, nothing difficult about that, guys. I hope you totally understand. My idea was showing you the basic steps of editing projects like that. So guys, I hope you can get a grasp, and you have no question. If you got question, ask them in the comment below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe on my channel. I got kind of beautiful channel. So, and guys, see you next time.